Just sign in into my account. Super easy to start a project. You just click log in, click new invention. You go through a series of questions. These are the types of questions that a patent attorney would ask you if they were performing an interview, trying to understand your invention before preparing the patent application. So in this case, we will call this an electromechanical invention. So it's the goggles plus software that controls the goggles. Mechanical inventions are essentially physical objects. So it could be a device or whatever, something that you can see and touch. Software obviously is software. So an app, a platform, some software-based invention. And then electromechanical is a blend of the two. So a physical object, a device, plus the software that controls it. So a lot of times you'll see that in medical devices. For this, let's focus on the software aspect, the functional aspect of this invention. Click next. Entity type, individual or company. I'd be doing this on behalf of a company. I'll type in Paximal Inc. Click next. The name of the invention. This can just be sort of a working title, a shorthand name for it. So AR, there we go. How about AR co-counsel for inventor interviews? Create invention. All right. This will start the project in Idea Clerk. You don't have to keep going and going. You can come back to it, go back to home, and I can see my invention right here that I've just created. Click into it, and I'm right back to where I was. So co-inventors, inventors. I'll type in my own name, Ian Schick, my co-inventor, Zach Tutino. And kind of the kind of threshold question that's for deciding who's a co-inventor on inventions, it comes down to conception. And I've got some language here taken from the patent office, kind of spelling that out in their language. But reduction to practice doesn't matter. So I'm the CEO. I come up with an idea. And then I explain that to my engineers and they go build it. They implemented my idea. They would not be considered inventors in this situation unless they kind of added more to the invention. So you type in the name of all the inventors, could be just one or many. Click next. And then it asks you to add your documents. So this document, let me just pull this off screen. I will upload this. Any number of documents can be uploaded, but what you do upload needs to include some text description of the invention, as well as I mentioned, at least one image associated with the invention. What works best is just PNG pasted into a docx. So that's what I've got here, docx with some images pasted directly into the file. I'll click next, and this is an opportunity to provide additional description. This is a feature that is coming soon. We want to have the ability to just hear it in your own words. So as you're going through this, you can just, in addition to supplement your documents that you provided, just give a verbal explanation of the invention. So talk about the environment in which the invention is used, the problem it solves, prior attempts to solve that problem, and then specifically how your invention addresses that technical problem. I'm going to skip this for the demo. Ready to generate your patent. So the first phase of our process is to create a formal invention disclosure. So this is a document that's going to include some specific information that's useful for preparing a patent application. We'll do that, then we'll go through the application generation process, and then we can take a look at the final documents. So let's get going on on the formal invention disclosure. It should take just a minute or so to generate. So this document is going to include, as I mentioned, some very specific information. We're going to want to talk about the problem that's being solved, the kind of a high-level description of the invention, the background, the technical background, what's come before, as well as a little more detailed description of the invention itself. And so Idea Clerk is a prompt-free environment. We're fully agentic, but we do want to make sure our system is aligned with you, the inventor. And so we'll take the user through what we call an alignment process. So it starts off with a technical problem being solved, and we present our system's understanding of that problem. We articulate it in a few sentences and ask that you review it, make any refinements that are needed. We may have, some of the nuances may have not come through clearly. This is an opportunity to adjust those. This is a free text box that you can type in. If you just really don't like what's there, you want it re-articulated, you can regenerate that. But this is how we get our system aligned with you. We want to make sure we're on the same page every step of the way. So go ahead and accept and continue. The next alignment step is a high-level description of the invention. Just in a few sentences, what are we talking about here? What is the solution to the problem that we just discussed? So again, this is an opportunity. You can adjust any of the terminology. If it's kind of some specifics are not right or not included, you can add them here. Our system generally does, assuming that your documents were well put, what you see here should be pretty close to spot on or spot on. But again, we want to make sure it's aligned. So go ahead and accept and continue on this. The third and final alignment for the formal invention disclosure document is a detailed technical description. So this will be maybe 4 to 10 paragraphs, really laying out the different components of the invention, their functionalities, how they work together in a bit more detail. So you can see it's not a ton of text, but it's a bit more text. Again, you'll want to read this carefully, make sure that it's accurate, make any adjustments or refinements that need to be made, and then click accept and continue. This next checkpoint will actually get a document. Oops, one more step, sorry. So we're asking a few questions about the disclosure of the invention. Has or will any part of the invention been disclosed outside of the company? What's the date of the disclosure? Was there an NDA in place? Is the invention scheduled to be in a product release? What's the anticipated date of release? These are things that a patent attorney would ask you during an inventor interview, but they have no impact on our process whatsoever. They are just to keep your for your company records. So I will just type no, NA, NA, NA. You can type anything you want in here. It's good to actually have these records for your company, but for our purposes, it's immaterial. This is for you, not for us. So I'll click submit, and now we'll get to the final document for the formal invention disclosure. This will be 3 to 4 pages that very concisely explains what the invention is. It's a useful document. We will use it. We'll use this document in combination with the documents that you provided earlier to generate the patent application. But even if you don't proceed with creating a patent application based on this, still a very useful document to have around. If you're not going to file a patent application, this can just be kept for your invention inventory. It can be used as documentation as part of your trade secret program. It can be used in any case, whether you're filing or not filing a patent application on this idea, as an easy way to convey the information to people who need to understand it. So it could be internal people, colleagues, engineers, marketing folks, but it could also be your attorney, or it could be investors. It's just a nice kind of bite-sized document that explains the key portions of the invention. It also has that disclosure information at the bottom there. So once this document is created, you can go ahead and generate a patent application based on it.